Fan art fan creation has always been a thing in the anime space, in the gaming space, and in some cases, the VTuber space. It literally keeps the works of anime, the game, or even VTubers alive without exaggerating, cause it's gonna create this ecology system that's gonna keep people interested in the work. Like for examples, for myself, I like Genshin Impact before I even played the game. I've never played Genshin until the 4.0, but I already like Genshin because of these artwork. I know about Raiden Shogun and Hu Tao before I even get into the game, and I believe that a lot of player base are also like that. And the other rather hilarious examples is the Overwatch. You could see all the Overwatch characters getting steam-handed in all the yoga position, and that is unironically the huge factors that keep the games alive. And there's a lot of jokes about Overwatch, like how somebody's cousin saw him playing Overwatch and be like, wait, what? This is a game? He know about Mercy before he know the Overwatch. While the game is dying, these adult content creation works like the final line of life support. It literally keeps the game alive. So it's kind of unhinged to me when Overwatch trying to ban these adult content. It's like cutting their own artery. It is the recipe to disaster. And I happened to see this on yesterday. This works of Mejiro Mcqueen getting removed from the platform or getting banned, getting DMCA'd, however you call it, along with sizable works of Umamusume. And Umamusume is known for being particularly strict on the fan creation, especially on the one that is the works of violence, sexual, or otherwise obscene nature. So basically no adult content on Umamusume, and works like these will not be tolerated. And the takedown is being done by no other people than the CEO of Cygame himself.
Huh?
Of course not! Is somebody impersonating Cygame into taking down these art? His time management has to be worse than the one that took his co-worker into Coldplay concert. To deal with the license of the horses himself, the email would have been more believable if he used the name PewDiePie. It may be a fault report. There's a Cygame division in America. I don't see why should they use a JP address for dealing with American website. I know that they periodically purge Pixie from real art Umapix, including Yuli. But on X is totally new to me. I don't know what's worse, that Twitter system would be fooled by such a fake email, or there's such a massive losers out there that they would risk Cygame suing them for impersonation to take down fan art they don't like, and the artist doesn't seem to notice that and go on with this really long motivational speech, basically saying the harder you censor, the harder we are gonna fight back. Bro is pointing the spear at the wrong direction. And by the time I'm recording, I haven't seen artists respond to the comment and acknowledge that it could be a impersonator. And for me and anyone with common sense is probably an impersonator since they're using the name of the CEO. And people go on with the conspiracy theory like, why is this perfectly fine art got taken down? It might be because the artist is the adult content creator, and using this artwork as some kind of portal or gateway to the artist's adult content is basically the same behavior when people trying to promote their OnlyFans on the Twitter, except with talent. And it's kind of make perfect sense like why Cygame would take down this particular art, except that it's the impersonator. And I think this is exactly why this post blows up. Because the fantasy about artists fighting back the big corporate that try to censor the artwork. But however, I really would like to not show the name of the artist, because if you click into the artist account, you will see anime girl of other work exchanging genetics information while showing their butthole. Because the Umamusume one got taken down, it's basically promoting the adult website, so I'm not gonna do that. Even though the artist got DMCA'd by the impersonator, But that doesn't change the fact that the guideline did state that you are basically not allowed to do adult content on the Umamusume. They even say that it will not be tolerated unless you try to misinterpret it intentionally. I think it's a crystal clear indication that they're gonna take action against this. Side Game is generally very open about the fan art and the fan creation. You could see massive amounts of adult content on the Grand Blue Fantasy and the Princess Connect, which are all the game that is under the Side Game. And they knows it better that the fan art has always been a huge factor that keep people interested in their work. So basically any censorship on the fan art, it is against their interest. And I can't believe that I gotta explain this. Every single characters in the Umamusume is based off a real horse, and in order to use their name, Side Game gotta take the responsibility to protect their legacy and their brand. So it's not just between the gaming company and the player base, but also the horse owner. So I would say big L to this artist. Even though the artwork is very talented, I think the artist is operate in the way that exploiting other artists who have self-restraint not to make adult content on the Umamusume. And there's no way that this artist doesn't know about it, because as a content creator myself, there's a reason why I don't do helicopters with my dick while I'm recording this video. Because it's against the term of service. We would do like double checking or triple checking to avoid the troubles, and basically thinking that he's above the guideline because he doesn't live in Japan. But I do really think that it's not up to us to police this artist. I think this case is 100% up to Side Game whether they're gonna take action or not. They could put it as a bogus claim, they could actually take action, but if I'm the artist, I wouldn't take the risk. But to be honest, I don't really care. And the other myth that has been tossing around, even Japanese are tossing it, if these fan art of Umamusume somehow offended the owner of the horse, they're gonna retract the license and not allow them to use their name anymore. And I think that couldn't be further away from the truth, because if I'm the company as big as Side Game, I wouldn't allow that to happen. I'm gonna let the horse owner sign the contract that they are not allowed to revoke it under a certain period of time, or it could be a cut and dry deal. But it's also gonna be good deals to the horse owner, cause if these horse owner could revoke the license individually, it would be impossible to manage. And to explain the dynamics of the license of the horse, there's no better incident to explain it other than the Saiyan Skies incident. So basically someone on the Twitter asked the horse owner about seeing their horses in the adult artwork, what would they think? Mr. Nishiyama, if characters like Saiyan Sky or Nishino flowers based on your horses are used in erotic fan works without permission, would you find that unpleasant? Since I'm neither a horse owner nor a pet owner, I can't really imagine how would that feel. And with adult-oriented expression like erotic manga, people likes and dislikes tend to be really strong and divided. And this bro just said, I'm totally fine with it. I'm just happy as long as it's become topics of conversation. I think a lot of us would expect that horse owner would get disgusted by it, but it doesn't seem to be that way. It's basically a huge green light from the horse owner to give it a go on making the adult content about their horses getting poked by the huge sausage from other stud. And unlike some of the rumors tossing around, it is not the horse owner getting harassed by the internet or getting the erotic or gore art of their horses and get angered by it. It's not. But the license of the horse is a bit more complicated than we think, and more complicated than the horse owner would have thought. When I woke up this morning, I saw I was trending #1 on Twitter. I was shocked. After checking, I learned that Umamusume is an all-age title, so fan works are fine as long as they remain all ages. Anything that would fall under R rating, which is the adult content, is not allowed. I don't know the details about the work itself or its management. I can't comment any further. So if the operating company provides requests or guidelines, please follow those. That's all from me. So the horse owner doesn't exactly managing the license of his horse. This is my speculation, but I do think that the horse's license is being managed as a whole by another party, probably Side Game, or maybe the Japan Racing Association. And I think the reason behind it is also pretty obvious. While this owner is perfectly fine with it, it might not be okay for other owners. He even modified his car with the stickers of the Saiyan Sky, which is his horses, and I somehow resonate with him on the other side of the car, cause it's my favorite Umamusume, nice nature. And he even posts on the Twitter publicly that it is more than welcome for you to visit the grave of Saiyan Sky and the Nishino flower, which he's the owner of, but in the condition that you gotta make the reservation, which is not asking much. Anyway, I hope that clears up things, and like and sub if you find it useful, and see you next time.